Good morning, May 2nd, 2022, and this is my pre-market analysis of US30. So we finished off the week and the month. Definitely last month bearish. It looks like there's going to be a market drop coming up here soon, along with other fundamentals in play this week. Is also FOMC week. We have NFP at the end of the week. So we'll see what happens. Definitely starting this off. But on the monthly time frame, going with the technicals, definitely it's looking bearish, I would say. Dropping down to the weekly as well. Definitely a good bearish push, closing off the week with a strong bearish candle. This week, I mean, I could anticipate price to continue dropping all the way to here potentially. So we will keep an eye out for that. On the daily, again, more of the same. This was yesterday, or not yesterday. This was Friday. Obviously, we're just getting the day started here. Well, actually, we're about halfway into the day. But nonetheless, we'll see where this goes pushing forward. So, what I'm looking for here, as far as a move, I'm looking for a retracement back into previous support, now turned resistance, and then continue riding the overall trend down. So, with that being said, I have this laid out right now. I have my 38.2 fib laid out after this was all last week, obviously, but so this was the pretty good drop on Friday that occurred. Pretty nice drop. So yeah, that was all on Friday. Then this was the market open. This was yesterday. This was market opening yesterday, or not yesterday, today, but last night here for me Eastern time. So what I'm looking for, having laid this fib out, 38.2 is falling into this previous zone that I had drawn out, a supply and demand zone. Also, we got this daily support and resistance level here around 33,215. This zone is 33,215 to about 33,425, 430 roughly. So, what I'm hoping for or looking for as far as an entry goes, I would really want price to come back to anywhere from here to about here, in this zone here. If price were to pull back into this area and start exhibiting signs of exhaustion, big wicks forming, some sort of reversal pattern forming, then I'll be looking to get in onto the sell to continue the overall bearish trend downward. So I'll be looking at a risk to reward, something like this. Let's just say on the low end here, and it all depends on what the market shows me. If the market is showing signs of exhaustion and reversal around this level, then I'll consider getting in at this level. So let's just say here 100-point stop and target the bottom of this area here. That'll be a 1 to 2.5, and then targeting the previous low, which is where I'm having my fib extended to the zero fib. That's a 1 to 3, and then obviously beyond that, if we go beyond that to other targets of negative 27 and negative 61.8, which also lines up with previous levels of structure. I mean that would be obviously more of a swing move, but still huge potential move, 1 to 5, 1 to 9. So that would definitely be maybe a more of a swing move throughout the week. But I will be looking for price to come back into this area, and then have some sign of a reversal, or all the way up to maybe even here, coming up to the 38.2 roughly. Even though it's at the 38.2 and it's in the zone, it would have at that point though broken above this previous structure formed on the lower time frames after this drop down on Friday. Um, Well, an even structure being formed on the H1, obviously. So this is a level of structure now, a level of resistance now. So if it breaks above this, even though it's going up to a 38.2 and it's going into this zone, that is something to consider, that there might be some good bearish momentum pushing it up to retest these previous levels here, maybe even here at some point. But so that's something to keep in mind. But if that were the case, then price would just, would give us an opportunity potentially for a better risk to reward, targeting that same bottom area of structure. Will be at about a 1.3, and if we go down to the 0%, that'll be about a 1.4. So definitely a good risk to reward potentially, and we'll see, what the market gives us and where price starts to show signs of exhaustion and reversal. So with that, we will keep an eye out. As of right now, this very moment, I don't see any point for an entry. The hour just closed. We have, this looks like some exhaustion forming on the H1, but, I wouldn't get in right now myself. I just, what will be the move? The move right now will be here, say 100-point stop right there. Targeting the very bottom of this range would be a 1 to 2. So right now at this current moment, as I'm making this video, 6 a.m. Eastern, for me, I don't see a move that I'll be getting into at the moment, but I am going to be looking to see what price does now over these next few hours leading into New York Open, and seeing what it does after New York Open. So we'll see what happens. Well, price is dropping already, so we'll see. Maybe I missed the opportunity, but we'll take a look and see what happens. But I would like to see price pull back a little bit more, retest at least this structure high before getting in this structure high and also this daily support and resistance level. So we'll see what happens. Have a good trading day, and I will see you post New York session today.